This is my second stream of the day. And I'm already telling you guys, listen, I'm not going to go very long today. Just not going to do it. I've had a really, really long day. I have already done one live stream already with Fish on J, who is from the Bubba Army. And I got to tell you, it was the worst day of fishing. Could not have been any worse. I mean, I got to tell you, I shot a lot of B-roll footage of us fishing that I'm going to edit up and put together. But it was just way too windy. I mean, the day started off with nothing but rain. And then the wind picked up. Wind is a fisherman's worst enemy. But I would like to get some feedback from you guys. I mean, because I'm going to start doing some more of those fishing videos. I have a sponsor, a potential sponsor, that wants to start donating fishing lures. You know, the things you put on the line, hooks, weights, artificial lures. And I'm thinking about maybe, doing some unboxing videos. Yes, I know that it probably is selling out that I'm going to do unboxing videos. Hell, you know what? I'm going to start even doing reaction videos. So what I'm trying to say is, thank you, Vulture. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to do new things. And I know it's a Saturday night. I know that not a lot of people are going to tune in to this live stream tonight. I'm sure that they're doing a lot of stuff right now. That's why I didn't expect to go very, very long tonight. But I had a great time hanging out with Fish on J, Jason. What up, JR? How are you, buddy? And it's been a really crappy day when it comes to the weather. Like, it was sunny to start off with here on the coast. Then it started getting overcast, and then it started raining. What's up, Boston? And then the wind picked up, and the fishing was bad. But I'm trying to do new things. If you guys have any suggestions at all of things you might want me to do, I mean, think of me as kind of like Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. I'll go out and do anything. Tell me what you guys want to see me do. Because I'm not one of those radio hosts that is like, it's my way or the highway. No. I want to do stuff that you guys think. Yeah, I can't wait for the Tuds and Bubba show. No, it's going to be the Bubba and Tud show. I'm not getting top billing over Bubba the Love Sponge. Yeah, Bike Week Daytona. Listen, Wags. You know what? You're an insider, Wags. Well, you know what though? I want you to watch it for the first time, and I want to get your first opinion when Bubba plays it. But I went out yesterday and I interviewed Jesse James Dupree from Jackal, and I think it was a good interview. Wags, I could here, Wags, give me your opinion. If you are listening right now, Wags, give me your honest opinion. I could have tuddled up the interview, but I did not tuddle up the interview. I could have, asked some way far out there questions with Jesse James Dupree, but I didn't, because you want to know why? The last thing that I wanted to do was piss off one of Bubba's good friends. I don't think that would have been good for my return. So did I play it too safe, Wags? or should I have tuddled it up? I mean, I would love your honest opinion because you know Bubba just as well as anybody. Dude, but you know that I don't want to be safe. But guess what? Tom Delaney, me just being out of control Tuddle has gotten me in trouble. Out of control Tuddle has gotten me fired from gigs. So what am I supposed to do? No, I will definitely, before the end of the weekend or the end of bike week, I will go tuddle up some bikers. I promise you that. I promise you that. I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, I played it a little safe with the Jesse James Dupree interview. But guess what? I didn't want to mess up my chances. It was still a good interview. I think it's entertaining. I think Bubba is going to like it. So, you know what? He may take a shit on it. Who knows? He very well could take a shit on it. Like I said, this is just a quick check-in with you guys because earlier I did my fishing live stream and we had some pretty great numbers. Ooh, Car Stereo Nationals every year. You know, Wags, when I was working on the monsters in the morning, I actually went out and covered Black College Reunion. And you want to talk about some stereo systems there? Ooh, boy. BCR, my God. Some of the best cars, best hydraulics, best amps, best speakers, best rims that you would ever see at a big gathering. And they made me bleach. Oh, by the way, are you guys liking the old pictures that I'm posting on my social media? Yeah, I know, Wags. Are you guys liking the old pictures? Because I just found a bunch of old pictures. Here, I'm gonna show something to you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think I put it in my bag. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So when I was a senior in high school, this amazing person that I met. You know, when you're young, you always think, "Oh my God, this is the one. This is the one." And at that time, I did because this was an amazing, just woman that I met. I mean, we were 18, so I can call her a woman. But I was going through it, and I don't want you guys to think I'm a hoarder, okay? But here, see, look. It is a card. It is a card. And I met this person my senior year, but she didn't even go to our school. She came to her prom, and I was friends with one of her best friends that went to my school. And we you know, I found a bunch of these letters and pictures and stuff, and I shared them with her because we're friends on Facebook still. And you know, here, I'm not gonna put it up too long, but look at the handwriting. Because I don't want you guys to read something personal, but what I'm trying to say is something that we do not do anymore. Because of technology and emails and stuff, and we had a great conversation about this, that kids today, and I know because I was the same way when I was a teenager. I was like, holy crap, if I ever say this or that like an adult, I was like, I'm going to kick my own ass. But Like, it's seriously, do they even teach cursive writing in school anymore? No, seriously, I'm not like trying to be dumb, but here, look at this. My handwriting has always been horrible, but look at this. You are not going to see handwriting like that because they don't teach it anymore because technology. God, I am sounding like the old man, but they just don't teach handwriting anymore because everything is typed out. Everything is through text or email. Like, seriously, if you're in the chat room right now or you would like to comment on this, I would love to be able to play some of the audio of voicemails that you guys send me. Like, when was the last time that you actually wrote something down with a pen or a pencil? Do people I think the last time that I like wrote out stuff was on a check, but do people even use checks now? Like, seriously. Like, I still know how to write in cursive, but I got to think about it even more now. I really do. Look, and you can always tell the difference between every day at work. Well, see, Wags, at least you, I, I don't. I don't know if it's because of the type of work I do, but you can always tell the difference between. I don't know. Am I the only one that can tell the difference between a female's handwriting and a male's handwriting? Look, you can tell that is a woman's handwriting. Or am I crazy? Am I crazy by making that statement? I would like to hear from you. When was the last time you actually wrote a letter? I can't take live phone calls on my podcast. I can play your voicemails. 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. And if you don't want to leave a voicemail, you can easily just email me, tuddle@gmail.com. That is Tuddle with two D's, Tuddle @gmail.com. Hold on, I got to open up my water. So, what I'm trying to say is, I want to start using this YouTube channel to bring up topics, to bring people to the Tuddle Daily Podcast. If I'm being honest, I am excited about the opportunity to do a podcast with Bubba, because I am going to be on the Bubba the Love Sponge show March 16th. It's a Tuesday at 8:45. I'm going to be on the air with him, and then I am supposed to be doing a podcast recording with Bubba. I'm actually really excited about this. Like, I seriously am excited. I'm excited for Bubba to see me in person, to see how much that I've changed, how much better of a broadcaster that I am. I can't wait for him to see, because, a lot of people doubt my sobriety. They really do. You guys saw me when I was in the deepest, darkest pit of my alcoholism. You saw how I looked. Do you think I would look, and listen, I'm not a vain person at all. I'm just not. But what I'm trying to say is, do you think I would be in the type of shape that I am right now if I was an alcoholic like I was back then? No, I don't think so. So I'm excited. March 16th cannot come fast enough. Like seriously. And I know it's going to crawl, but I just need that opportunity for me to get my foot in the door. That's all I need. That is all I need. Give me that chance to be able to prove that I've changed, that I've become a different person. And even if the Bubble Love Sponge show has changed, I'm flexible. I can do whatever type of radio that people want me to do. I'm not trying to say I have an ego, but that's how good I am at what I do. For real. Like seriously. You guys don't know this. I worked at Magic 107.7 with the Dean and Darby show. We did mornings. It was soft AC. I just came from Real Radio as an intern, and they wouldn't even let me talk on the air because they were like, "Ooh, the guy from Real Radio, he's going to say something bad." Because their whole tagline was radio that you can listen to in the car when your kids are in it. Remember, people always be trying to rattle. Oh, yeah. Dude, the chat stuff, listen, I am not even going to read that stuff. You want to know what my job is? My job is to get on the microphone and create content. I really don't give a damn what the people in the chat room have to say. I got caught up in that. I let them get under my skin back in the day. And they're going to try to do it again. I know that they are. Hey, thank you, Miss YQS. Thank you. So what I'm trying to say is that no, they're not even anywhere in my mind. The people in the chat, it's not that I hate you. I just do not need that negativity in my life. I'm not going to do it. It's not happening. And it's not because I can't handle it. It's just I don't listen. You're all going to have haters. Reggie Jackson always said, fans don't boo nobodies. That quote alone helped change my outlook when it comes to that. You know, I used to let people get under my skin, but Reggie Jackson said, the fans, the supporters, they do not boo nobodies. And that kind of like made me feel good. Just stay the course. Don't let Anna get you either. No, Anna's not gonna get me. I want to. Ooh, Scout. Big Gulp and Scout. Man, can I take a moment to tell you how kind and generous Scout and Big Gulp has been to me? Like I'm seriously starting to like get emotional about it. Scout and Big Gulp 2 years in a row like paid for me to have Amazon Prime. And I don't even like I didn't ask for it. It was just out of the kindness of their heart that they did that for me, like for real. And it's the little things like that people do for me. Like I'm not trying to be a bitch here. But those have always been like two of the kindest people. Even when I have not been on Bubba's show, those two people have always stayed in contact with me, and I will never, ever forget about that. Like, seriously, you could not find two kinder people in the whole world. And even though that I am not on the show, they still stay in contact with me. They still follow me on social media. They still favorite and retweet and engage with me on social media. Do you guys realize? And I'm not saying this is because of Bubba at all. It's not. But you wouldn't believe after all the times I've been on or off Bubba's show, especially the times that I have been off, some of the mean, horrible things that get said to me. And they might not even be Bubba Army. They could be like sleeper cells from other radio shows that will send me pictures of ceiling fans, some of the most horrible things in the world. Do you realize that one time after I left the Bubba Army show, or I mean Bubba Love Sponge show, that people were doxing me. People were sending my wife voicemails. I don't even know how they got the phone number, giving out our home address. And I'm not even painting with a broad brush, but yeah, Scout and Big Gulp, man, uh, I can't thank you two enough. Like, especially with everything that I've been through, like, your kindness has helped me get through a lot of stuff. So thank you. Thank you so much. So, all right, I'm getting off on that stuff. I do have to say, if you want to check out one of the cutest, most adorable dogs in the world, I think it is a Frenchie. I could be wrong. I think it is a French bulldog. But damn, that dog is cute as fuck. And just check them out. If you know them, I gotta tell you, it is one of the coolest dogs that I've seen in a very long time. And I can't even imagine being a bunch of truck drivers. You know, a lot of people don't think about the truck drivers. You know, the whole country would break down. We would starve to death if it wasn't for the truck drivers. But they're still working, even though all the rest stops and everything have been closed down because of COVID-19. But they're still out there getting after it, even in the bad weather. And I always worry about Scout and Big Gulp because did you see that horrible crash? I think it might have been in California where the truck driver ran into that van. I think the death toll might have been like in between 17 and 20 people. And that's the other thing. People are so disrespectful to truck drivers on the highway. Like, they will cut out in front of trucks, semis, and then like try to get off an exit or stop. You guys got to realize that these people cannot. They're carrying a heavy ass load. They cannot stop. Another question I would like to ask, and this my dad always taught me this. You know, semis have a lot of blind spots. Okay, and I'm not one of those people that run in the fast lane and stuff. But if a trucker is passing me and I'm in the slow lane, when the trucker clears me, I'll flash my lights. I mean, I'm not gonna like even during the daytime. I'm not blinding them with my bright lights, but I'll give them a little like flash to let them know that they have cleared me. And I would say about 9 times out of 10, the truckers will flash their like back brakes at me, kind of like, "Hey, thank you for letting me know." If you're a trucker and you're watching this, I would like to hear from you. Leave me a voicemail 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. Or you can leave me an email, tuddle@gmail.com. Is that something that's good, or is it annoying? Is it annoying to truckers when people do that? Because my dad always told me, you give them a little flash, let them know that you have cleared or they have cleared you, and they can get over it. 407-270-3044. I would like to hear from the truckers, because if it's disrespectful, I'll stop doing it. Like I said, I'm not going to go very long tonight. I've been outside. I know a lot of you people up north are probably like, "Oh, Tuddle, you're a bitch." But it's pretty cold here for Florida. And it's not because that it's that cold. It's just because of the wind. It's because of the wind. It did rain for a little bit. I do that, and they thank me by, yes, yeah, see, Miss YQS, I get that done to me all the time, but I don't know. Is that good protocol when it comes to truck drivers to help them out? Seriously. Because you got to think about it. These truck drivers cannot stop. They cannot see all around their truck like we can. Here's another question. The other day when I took my mom and dad to get their first COVID-19 vaccination, because they got the Moderna. What up, Fish on Jay? The Moderna shot they got, and my dad was sitting in the front seat. My mom was in the back. And my dad made the comment. He was like, because whenever I switch lanes, even though you have your mirrors, I always do that quick little turnaround just to see if the lane is clear. Am I the only one that does that? Because my dad brought it up, and he's like, "I'm glad you do that, because I do that all the time." I just, I know mirrors are pretty accurate, but I still always want to see it with my own eyes. I do that quick when I hit, like, say I'm in the fast lane and I flip it over to go right. I always like look back real quick just to make sure that nobody's there. Am I the only one that does that? Because maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird, but I just like to see it with my own eyes. All right. Once again, I've been talking a lot this week. I think maybe I'm going to take a complete day off tomorrow. No stream, no podcast. This is one of the things that I've had to adapt to when it comes to the podcast, because I'll tell you why. With radio, it is live. With the podcast, I mean, everybody loves to be able to watch things on demand. They love it. And I get freaked out because I have bad days when it comes to my downloads. But then like today, I didn't even do a show, and I had over 1,000 downloads today. I mean, that shouldn't happen on a day that I didn't even do a show. I had over 1,000 downloads today. You want to know what it is? It is people that got busy during the week, did not have the time, and now is catching up on the week. That's one of the things that I have absolutely had to change my mindset on. Don't get freaked out. Do not get freaked out if you didn't have a great day when it comes to downloads. Because, like today, like I said, I didn't even do a show and I had over 1,000 downloads. Podcast is the future. You want to know why that I finally realized that? Look at what Bubba is doing. Bubba is doing more podcasting. And you want me to be honest? I'll be honest with you. I have not had the biggest night when it comes to the stream that I did. Now, earlier when I did my fishing stream, I had an amazing numbers. Right now, I've been hovering in between like 8 and 12. Right now, I'm only on 4 people. But guess what? Later on, when this show finally gets done processing, it'll be available. It'll get its hits. But I tell you, I'm putting on the best show that I can, even though you can tell my voice usually does not sound this deep. When my voice starts getting deep, that is when I know it's time to blow a timeout. So I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank every single one of you that listens to the Tuddle Daily Podcast, as well as the new nightly live stream. Because I've talked about this before. Everything that I have ever done online, I have had a terrestrial radio show to be able to promote it on. I don't have that now. The reason why everything is growing is because of word of mouth. You people, my supporters, I call you supporters. I don't call you listeners. I don't call you fans. You're supporters, because you are just as important as I am. Because without you, this show would not grow. You telling somebody, hey man, you should check out the Total Daily Podcast. And then they tell 2 people, and those 2 people tell 4. Those 4 people tell 8. Those 8 tell 16, and so on and so on and so on. So thank you. Guys, hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. I'm going inside because it is too windy and too cold for this Florida cracker.